Welcome back. Now let's start the program in earnest. As the new administration takes office, which is about
You've taken office already.
6 days ago, the new president was sworn in, and people are looking to see effective delivery of service and dividends of democracy. So Nigerians are expecting to see ministers who will work towards delivering these dividends of the people. And you will recall that the president had said that anyone with a whiff of corruption or any kind of taint will not be in his cabinet. So what are Nigerians thinking about those persons who should be in the president's cabinet? To look at this with us this morning is my pleasure to welcome a chieftain of the APC, Mr. Osita Okechukwu. Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Ayodeji Onigbogi, a social commentator, is also with us this morning.
Good morning.
And we still await the arrival of a legal practitioner, Mr. Tony Dania. And let me begin with you, sir, because he has vested interest.
Okay.
Let me start with you. Now, the president has said that anyone with a whiff of corruption or any kind of taint will not be in his cabinet. Okay. What is the meaning that you read into that? Is he going to go to the moon to bring people to be in his cabinet?
Mr. President will not go to the moon to bring people that will be in his cabinet. They will all be Nigerians. Some will be technocrats, and some will be politicians. And why I say that is, either we like it or not, in administration, you still need politicians because they know how it runs. But why he needs to bring technocrats is for him to deliver on what we're expecting. He needs to bring in people that have been tested, people with credibility, people that have the willpower, people that have managed 100, 200 people, they've paid salaries, they could appreciate what it takes for people to deliver when you are given a figure. Because it's only when you manage a system or an economy like Nigeria, that's when we are not so accountable. In advanced countries, people are accountable even to themselves. So when you are accountable to yourself, you will know that any which way, some people will ask questions. Even your wife, your children, they will ask questions. Daddy, I went to school. People said this. Why? Daddy asked it from home. So people who will put in his cabinet are people that I believe they should be technocrats that have served and have the pedigree in their various endeavors.
Okay. Now, Osita, the president has said that he's going to try as much as possible to reduce the waste. So about how many people are we expecting in this cabinet?
Yeah, the truth of the matter is that the cut he's going to do, from my understanding, it's not a question of denying any states a position as provided by the Constitution. What I see he's going to do is the PECs and POCs.
Okay.
Like in the State Art Department, the villa, in this year's budget or previous budget, you have about $1 billion expenditure. Sometimes they'll tell you about meals.
For food and drinks.
One subhead might be meals. The other subhead will be catering services. And you ask yourself, what is catering services doing outside preparation of meals? So I think he's going to cut down on that. But as my friend said, we take President Muhammad Buhari as the Abraham Lincoln of our own time. He's not going to live different from the life he had lived for the past 70 years.
Very Spartan.
Spartan, prudent, and trying to look across the board to know what is going on. He's not a talking type, but he knows how to oversee whatever person is doing whatever he's doing. He doesn't listen to gossip, but he knows also how to cross-check the little tidbits that pass through him. Sometimes he calls somebody and says, "This is Mr. Osito Kechubu. Could you tell us what you told him?" He told me.
Oh dear. Ouch.
And you'll be breathing with airspace. He will say, because I took note of what he told me. Please, let's share it. So this is the man you're talking about.
Okay.
About technocrats and those who have served before. The question we keep on asking ourselves, where were they when Nigeria was tottering and sliding dangerously to a failed state? Some call themselves captains of industry. Captains of industry, why is there huge unemployment? So I think what Mr. President is trying to do is, he said himself that he had been on the top for a long time. Even those he had consulted, he told them, give me the names. But we have come to realize that in the past 10 or 15 years, the governors and some of the people told to appoint people are very shy of appointing quality people to the presidential cabinet. Sometimes they will tell you that the man is independent-minded. I know his quality, but I cannot take him to the center because he's independent-minded. He might come here, he might go there and shine. So these are also what the president is looking at. He's also
would these be the kind of people that the president will be looking at? If the state governors are scared of appointing...
If he submits Mr. A, it is his own duty to look at the background of that Mr. A, where he's coming from. Not because you submitted, because that was part of what ruined the then President Obasanjo's regime.
No, hold on. Now, it's been quoted, or the president's been quoted as saying he will not consult the governors to appoint.
No. He's not running out of cooperating with the governors.
No, it's not about...
No.
He will still work with them.
Nobody will do that. He's not going to do that. But what he's trying to say is that, look, if you could do your best and present the best from your domain.
Okay. Because
basically, he has been on the turf for the past 70 years. He has been in public domain half of his life. He has contested election for 4 good times. And he happened to know who is where and who is where. So he's expecting you. There's no way he can run. Don't forget, in 2003, he got 12.something million votes. In 2011, with our small Congress for Progressive Change, he did the same. But there was the supplement, a very critical supplement that some individuals added. That made him spread to have a national platform. Nobody can dismiss such individuals. But what is pleading is, if you know the best in your domain, please give us the best. Because he is aware. He told us a very simple story. He said for him, the goodwill Nigerians accorded him is like a gas in a cylinder. And that if you're not careful, the cylinder might still be heavy while the gas has evaporated. So he's very much afraid of the goodwill the Nigerian people accorded him to evaporate. So he's guarding it. He said any of us that want to help him should make sure that this gas do not evaporate or leaks. Because if it does, the cylinder will still be heavy, but the day you want to lead the match to cook, you find there's no gas. So that's why some people said, oh, he's delaying. It's not that he's delaying or he's not consulting. He's exactly doing so. But he's trying to, a lot of people even forget that it took him some seconds to decide to support